names. The names that people like making up for their children. I don't know why or how, or I don't know if they think it's clever or worthy to name your daughter Shaniqua. Is it good to name your child Laquanda, Botifa, Malaysia, Onomatopoeia? Like, why? Why? The human lexicon, the lexicon of humanity, has so many wonderful words in it that describe so many things, yet these people find a need to name their kids tuberculosis and gingivitis. Like, why? Why? It seems like they just dip their hand into a big pouch of Scrabble, little Scrabble pieces. They put them down that little line, and whatever 7 words come up, that's their kid's name. And they usually leave the X and Q in there because they get that triple word score. That pops off. They want to win the game. Like and then sometimes their names rhyme. Like if you have a last name that's a certain last name, don't name your kid a first name that's gonna rhyme. Like Mark Clark, Latoya what was, I can't remember, like, Latifa Bonifa. Like, stuff like that. This is serious. I'm not making any of this up. This is serious. It's an epidemic. These people are crazy. As much as I want to rag on these welfare degenerates for their stupid name choices for their kids. This lady named her kids Peaches and Desire. I'm like, dude, are you setting them up to become strippers when they grow up? These little girls. Peaches and Desire. Like, did you get hit in your head? Were you drinking when you were pregnant or something? Like, what in your right mind would say, these are some good names for kids? What type of job do you think they're going to be able to find when they grow up? If there's any jobs when they grow up. The way this economy's popping off, maybe not. But, like, really? Really? You couldn't have named her Samantha, Betty, Lucy, Pearl, Peaches and Desire. Like, you should have your kids take it away. It's bad enough you're walking in there asking for free money, but now you're walking in there asking for free money with your kids having stupid names. You should be carried off, and your kids should be left somewhere. But, like, as much as, like, people focus on these ghetto dudes, these ghetto people making these horrible names, a lot of celebrities give their kids stupid-ass names. Horrible. Alright, I made a list because I've throughout the years I've heard a lot of them. I couldn't remember a lot of them, but I've made a list of the ones that I could remember. Let's see here. Nicolas Cage named his son Kal-El. Like, mind you, Nicolas Cage is really Nicholas Capola, one of those famous directors' sons. His real name's something else. He named himself Nick Cage because he's a big fan of Luke Cage, the black Marvel superhero with indestructible skin. But, like, that's fine. If you want to be an actor, name yourself that. But don't give your kid a name Kal-El. A name he can't change, he can't live up to, and is going to get his ass whooped when he grows up. I'll whoop his ass. Oh, Kal-El, why don't you dodge this? Wow. I mean, he's on the ground, rolling around. Mind you, I'd be the teacher, and he'd be in 5th grade, but it would still be the same thing. What else we got here? Penn Jillette. Penn and Teller dude. He named his kid Moxie Crime Fighter. Okay, I didn't know that, so is he fighting the crimes that Moxie commits? Or is he a crime fighter with a lot of moxie? I don't know. It's pretty, let's keep this moving. Jermaine Jackson, one of the Jackson 5. I think he's still alive. Who would know? The whole Jackson family fun just went off the deep end somewhere. But he named his kid Jermajesty. Yeah, so he mixed Jermaine and Majesty to come up with a name to a kid that nobody's ever going to hear from ever again. But he will get laughed at for the rest of his life for having the name Jermajesty. Actually, I think it's a girl. That makes it even worse. Your Jermajesty. And then the funny part about this is, it's going to make people laugh on 2 levels. First, because the name's stupid as hell. Second, because the last name Jackson, or the family in general, has fallen off so badly. Like, it's like Iraq type of destruction for the Jackson family. Like, it's sad. Like, the celebrity that named his kids these names, I don't think anybody watching YouTube would know, so I didn't bother writing his name down. But he named his kids Fifi, Trixie Belle, Pixie, and Peaches. And fine. You know what? Fine. If you want your kids to sound like they just busted out of a Narnia book, that's fine by me. That's fine. But you know what? What's gonna make them want to succeed in life? When they gotta introduce themselves to somebody, say, "Hello, my name's Fifi Trixie Belle." Or you can call me Fifi though, because that makes it sound a little bit better. I don't sound like a poodle or anything. No, heavens no. Heavens no. What else we got here? Arthur Ashe, the tennis player, named his daughter Camera. Camera. Like as in, I take pictures with you, camera. Yes, yes. When he could have named her I would have accepted Aphrodite. Name the bitch Aphrodite if you want to. Yeah, let it. Camera? Arthur Ashe, why? Why? At least name her Backhand or something that you know. Like, name Camera? And last one I'm going to, like, Gwyneth Paltrow named his daughter Apple. I mean, it's a fruit. It's red, it's round. It's a bit bad. Well, it'd be funny if his daughter grew up to be super fat and that sunburns easily. That would be really funny. If she named her daughter Apple, it's a fat bitch that gets all sunburned from the sun, and she just walks around looking like a human apple. Hey, you guys, stop laughing at me. I didn't want this name, please. And there's 50,000 names, like, in a baby book. Close your eyes, pick one, but don't make up your own. Especially if you think it's some sort of original, idiotic phrase. Like, don't. Oh, and the last one, the dude from My Name Is Earl and Jane Silent Bob Strike Back, Mallrats, etc. He named his son Pilot Inspector. Like, does he want his son to grow up to be a pilot inspector, or did he ever meet a pilot inspector? Are there ever even such thing as pilot inspectors? Like, I don't know. Or